Hey guys, it has been a long time since I've made a video on this channel, predominantly, honestly, because I haven't really been playing FC24 all that much. It's been a game I haven't really been too interested in playing, plus I've been working on a different YouTube channel and putting a lot of effort into that. But honestly, I felt like this was a really good time to come back to making some videos here to really talk about the state of FC24. Now, this is something that's been talked about by a lot of creators and a lot of different people in the community, and honestly, I want to try and take us back to where this all started and why I think FC24 is getting so much hate, kind of go over who kind of made these first steps into putting the conversation around FC24 as a game and around EA as a company, and just kind of talk about how this happened, how this massive boycott around the game has happened, and where we are now and where we're going to be in the future. So with this, I'm going to take you all the way back to January when Team of the Year was released. Now, obviously, Team of the Year, Team of the Season, big promos for EA and FC24 and other FIFA titles. It's one of the biggest promos of the year, and it's always when they've got their peak player counts, because it's a very exciting time. You want to see who those players are in the Team of the Year. You want to try and pack some, etc. Now, there was this crazy player pick that was going around after playing some games. I'm not sure if it was a FUT Champs player pick. It was just some player pick that you could get somewhere around Team of the Year, and it was a very broken player pick because for whatever reason, I'm not sure what EA did, how the odds even happened for this to happen, but everybody was packing Team of the Year Messi. Everybody. There's so many creators that got it. There was a lot of people that I know who got it. Everyone was running Team of the Year Messi in their team. We can take a quick look at some of the reactions of some creators here. So if you watch FC24 content, you know Nick on the FUT market. Nick, he's a good guy, speaks a lot about FC24, and this is his reaction. It's a, as you can see, it's a 1 of 3 86 plus Team of the Year leagues player pick. Everybody seemed to be getting this Team of the Year Messi. This is a reaction to getting it on a share play, just with some random viewer.
What the hell, man? Are you kidding me, bro? Oh my god, I'm gonna literally lose it, man. I'm gonna literally lose it. Oh my god, man. You gotta be kidding me, bro. You gotta be kidding me. I'm sitting here with an 89 walkout, and the first share play, this guy got Messi. And half this chat is saying they got Messi, man.
As you can see, half the chat saying they got Messi, his share plays saying they got Messi, and there's so many more videos on YouTube. Honestly, just search Messi Team of the Year EAFC24 glitch and look at how many results come up. It's insane how many people got Messi Team of the Year as soon as Team of the Year dropped. Anyways, that whole thing happened, and eventually EA ended up coming out and completely patched all of it. They basically said that the player picks were getting unintended results, and so they wiped their hands clean and just made it so that nobody got Team of the Year Messi from there on out. It was absolutely ridiculous. There was obviously a huge backlash from the community and from a lot of creators, and it was kind of left a bit of a bad taste in people's mouths, right? Because people are already packing this player. Why change it? I get you're losing money and probably a little bit of revenue from packs because people are actually packing the player that they want, but why take that away from them when you've already put it in the game? You've made the mistake. Deal with the mistake now. I don't know how they thought they weren't going to get a negative reaction from this. A little bit scummy from them, and a lot of people were already kind of angry at EA just because of this huge incident. Now fast forward to Team of the Season, and obviously, like I said earlier, Team of the Season, another huge promo for EA. Team of the Year and Team of the Season, the two biggest promos every single year, maybe Fuddies as well, but two huge promos for EA and for the entire life cycle of every single FIFA that has come out in the past. First few Team of the Seasons came and went, and then came the Ligue 1 Team of the Season, where Mbappe, Dembele, Zaire-Emery, some other insane cards came out. Now obviously EA is a massive company and they wouldn't make the same mistake twice, right? I've played 6 games of Elite Divs Rival tonight. Every single player had Zaire-Emery plus Mbappe and Dembele. They did the exact same thing again during Team of the Season for Ligue 1, where every single player in their FUT Champs rewards, you didn't even have to be in Div 1 or Div 2, every single player getting FUT Champs rewards were getting Zaire-Emery, Mbappe, or Dembele, one of the three main huge cards in the Ligue 1 team of the season. This was a complete and utter fail from EA because it was literally a remake of what happened with the Team of the Year incident involving Messi. Now, instead of EA saying, look, we made a mistake, let's let the players have some fun, what did they do? They patched it again, saying, we have identified an issue where the champions player pick rewards were providing unintended results. This has been corrected in game. So obviously, huge reaction came from the community once this was tweeted and once a lot of people caught wind that this was no longer a thing. It was absolutely ridiculous. I think a lot of creators actually talked about how after they patched it, you were getting a lot of the low tier players and every now and then a mid tier player, but never ever saw these high tier players like the Mbappes, like the Dembeles, and it's just absolutely ridiculous. I think since they've put this patch in game, every single team of the season after that has been the same. Nobody's packing the high tier players, everybody's getting the low tier like discard value team of the seasons and all that, and very few are getting the mid tiers, which I think is absolutely ridiculous, and so did a lot of the creators and people in the community. One of the first people I saw speak out about it was Nick Run the Foot Market, who had this absolutely lengthy tweet. You can, if you want, go ahead, pause the video, take a quick gander at it, but he's basically saying how he's kind of apologizing for how much hate he's been showing in his streams and videos lately. I know this guy has hated FC24. He's done a lot of rant videos. He's done a lot of talking about EA and just the game in general. But I feel like this whole team of the season incident was the last straw for him and a lot of other people, as we're soon going to see. He goes on to mention how he's very disappointed in the game overall, very disappointed about EA and how much he hates the company. And to be fair, who likes EA, honestly? But he called for a massive boycott around FC24 in general. And we'll kind of take a look at the numbers of how that's affected the game and its player base in general, but I don't really think this kind of thing is going to do much damage to the game. I'll go over later what I think will. Like I said, this tweet got a lot of people's eyes on the game and on the state of the game in general. 1.5 million views on the tweet itself, and honestly, I think this woke up a lot of creators. Auzio was one of the big creators in the space that I think talked about it next. I think there was a few other creators in the space that I'm not really going to talk about that have also jumped on this boycotting bandwagon here on FC24. Quick little edit I'm throwing in here, by the way, a couple more YouTubers and streamers that have also gotten in on this drama is Fut Accountant and Matt HD Gamer. Strongly recommend you go and watch his video that he did a few days ago on this whole drama around EA. He actually specifically talks about personal experiences he had with EA, including EA telling him to take down a rant video of his own in the past on a past FIFA. I'll let you go watch the video if you're interested. Stick to the end of this one though. But yeah, man, some of these people that have been coming out and actually talking about this issue are part of that EA partner program. So I don't know if there's going to be a huge mass exodus of people that are actually on that partner program because of this drama, or if EA is actually going to really take a look at themselves in the mirror and really reflect and really try to put some extra, just some extra effort into making the game and actually allowing the community to maybe get some of these rewards that they're missing out on. But let's get back to the regular stuff. Auzio, I think, was a absolutely massive one. He's one of those creators that have partnered up with EA in the past. He gets access to the game a little bit early. He's on that EA payroll kind of thing. He gets some other benefits as well, but he ended up coming out and speaking about the current state of EA FC24, a half-hour video. If you haven't watched it, definitely jump in. I didn't watch the whole thing, but it's very interesting what he actually says in this video, especially for a guy whose main content, as you can see, it's packs and player picks and champs rewards, stuff around kind of the gambling aspect of the game. So a guy like him to end up talking about the state of FC24, this was absolutely massive in my opinion, and I think this is what got a lot of other people that maybe weren't in the conversation beforehand, got a lot more people into it now, especially just the casual players. Another guy who ended up joining soon after and only a few days ago was Danny Aarons. He made a video on it as well, but the tweet he says here, "Fuck it, I'll join the movement, no longer buying FC points and won't upload pack videos unless I obtain them from objectives, etc." on the RTG. So yeah, man, a lot of people are really joining in on this boycotting of the FC24 game, and it could affect the numbers, could not affect the numbers. We'll have to see, but it's pretty insane. A lot of people have just kind of been upset with EA in recent times, and I think have had enough. Like I said, the whole boycott FC24 movement kind of started with Nick, and a lot of other creators have jumped on this whole movement, but has it really affected the player base and the numbers of how many people are playing the game? Well, if we take a look at the Steam charts, honestly, not really. You can see in the last 7 days where this whole boycott thing started. I think it kind of started around May 11th, May 12th. You can kind of see it's very consistent with the player base kind of fluctuating just by when people are awake, when people are sleeping, basically. But we can even see, if we zoom out on a year here, on a year timeline, and even just go to all, we can kind of see there was that initial spike around Team of the Year, died down just around with the other promos, you know, up and down, with also the weekend being peak times for FUT Champs as well. And yeah, I don't know, it's kind of remained very consistent. Honestly, at the end of the day, there's only so much content creators in the space can do. Obviously, you can tell your fan base to stop playing the game and everything, basically. You can just tell them the game sucks, whatever. At the end of the day, people are going to play the game that they want to play. It's kind of out of their control. They can say what they want, but it's, at the end of the day, it's up to the fans and up to the people playing the game if they want this whole movement to go forward. What do I think is actually really going to change how EA addresses these situations going forward, and how EA actually improves their game to get maybe the community back on their side? Well, there are rumors that 2K actually might be partnering up with FIFA. Obviously, FIFA had a 30-year relationship going on with EA. They've got FIFA 23, which was the last installment, all the way down to, like, I think FIFA in the 90s and stuff. And it's rumored that 2K and FIFA might actually be partnering up for the future to do future game releases. And these aren't just baseless rumors as well. There have also been some kind of little hints here and there from the organization of FIFA in themselves here. At a FIFA Congress in March last year, Johnny Infantino, this guy right here, okay, Johnny Infantino, the main man, president of FIFA himself, came out and said this: the new FIFA game, the FIFA 25, 26, and 27, and so on, will always be the best e-game for any girl or boy. We will have news on this very soon. Don't know how soon those news will be, but like I said, there's been rumors about 2K and FIFA partnering up. Hopefully that's the case, because if it is the case, it's gonna bring a huge competitor into the football space, a huge company like 2K, perhaps, you know, roping in some of these players that were on FC24 in the past would end up being taken away into this 2K FIFA video game. And honestly, if this happens, I think I'm gonna give it a try 100%. I think, especially over the last couple years, we've seen how greedy EA can be on a lot of these packs, especially this year with the Team of the Years and the Team of the Season glitches that happened. We can see how greedy EA can be, and I think honestly that greed is getting to a huge breaking point with a lot of creators, a lot of people in the community in general. And I think a competitor like this, or even an eFootball or something like that, could just be what we need in order for EA to kind of wake up a little bit. Finally, I think I'm going to conclude with my thoughts on this whole drama about EA FC24, where EFC25 is going to be next year, and how I think everything is going down right now. If I'm honest with you, I think this boycotting thing with the creators isn't really going to do much. People are going to play the game. Some people don't even watch the YouTube content, whatever. I don't think it's going to do much. I really love it. I love it from the creators, especially from the guys like the auzios out there who are getting paid by EA every year to get that early access gameplay coming out before their game is even released and all that, spending a bunch of money on packs to help maybe other people spend money on packs and get those huge players that he's always packing in his videos, right? It's more of guys like that that we need speaking out about this issue, because if not, everybody's going to be very, very blind to the issue. They're going to keep on spending packs, going to keep on playing this game, this dead game that hasn't really improved much since launch. Obviously, EA has come up with a few different patches. In general, I don't think the game has really improved all that much since release day. There's been some things that have been nerfed. There's been things that have been buffed. But like I said, they haven't really improved the gameplay all that much. I don't know. Like, you guys let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on the whole gameplay aspect of the game. But I think what most people obviously have the problem with is the pack luck, the greed that EA is showing, especially in this year. Last year, honestly, I think FIFA 23 was one of the better games in terms of pack luck and just in terms of gameplay. It felt like a fun game to play. You had the chances of getting good players in packs. I packed Mbappe week 1 of FIFA 23, which I've never done in my life. I got some crazy players out of fuddies, out of player picks during Team of the Season, Team of the Year. It was a really fun game and a really good game life cycle. But this transition from FIFA over to FC24 has been rough, to say the least. And I think if EA doesn't make any changes soon, if a huge competitor, like I said earlier, 2K and FIFA, come out with their own game, they're going to have some huge issues going in the future. Because at the end of the day, FIFA or FC24 is their most profitable video game, and it's not even close. If we take away some of that revenue from them, they're definitely going to start taking action, trying to improve the game, and maybe making these pack results a little better for you and me. But I don't know, guys. I'm just a naive 22-year-old. You guys let me know in the comments with some of your thoughts on the game, where it's at these days, and do you agree with these creators on how they're taking action about trying to boycott this game for the future? Honestly, I really like it. I don't know if it's going to make much of an impact. I hope it does, because like I said, I think a huge community response is what's going to make EA really start helping the game and its community out to really start improving things. Again, let me know in the comments what you think. Thank you so much for watching, and peace.